Welcome to Grow in Life. Today we discuss types of relationships. Number 1. Monogamous relationships. Monogamous relationships are also romantic relationships, where two individuals are exclusively committed and both aren't actively involved in romantic or physical relationships with other people. Number 2. Open relationships. Open relationships are romantic relationships where spouses are free to have romantic or sexual relationships with others, while still maintaining a committed relationship with their committed partners. Number 3. Polyamorous relationships. Polyamorous relationships are also romantic relationships, where one or both partners have multiple romantic or sexual relationships with other people, with the knowledge and consent of their partner. Number 4. Long-distance relationships. Long-distance relationships are romantic relationships where the partners are separated by distance, often due to work, education, or other reasons. Number 5. Casual relationships. Casual relationships are also sexual or romantic relationships that are not necessarily intended to be long-term or committed. Number 6. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is a type of casual relationship and one of the romantic relationships, where two people engage in sexual activity without the expectation of a committed romantic relationship. Number 7. Committed non-monogamy. Committed non-monogamy is a type of relationship in which two or more partners agree to engage in consensual, ethical non-monogamy. Number 8. Polyfidelity. Polyfidelity is a type of polyamorous relationship and one of the romantic relationships, in which a group of people committed to each other exclusively, forming a closed, committed network of romantic and/or sexual relationships. Number 9. Asexual relationships. Asexual relationships are platonic or romantic relationships in which one or more partners do not experience sexual attraction or desire. Number 10. Queerplatonic relationships. Queerplatonic relationships, also known as quasi-platonic relationships, are a type of close relationship that falls outside of the traditional categories of platonic or romantic relationships. Number 11. Co-parenting relationships. Co-parenting relationships refer to situations where two or more individuals work together to raise a child or children, but are not in sexual romantic relationships with each other. Number 12. Dominant-submissive relationships. Dominant-submissive relationships are a type of relationship in which one partner takes on a dominant role, while the other partner takes on a submissive role. Number 13. Kink relationships. Kink relationships refer to sexual, romantic relationships in which partners engage in consensual non-traditional sexual behaviors, often referred to as kinks. Number 14. Committed relationships without labels. Committed relationships without labels are sexual or romantic relationships between persons who choose not to use traditional relationship labels, such as boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, or spouse. Number 15. Intentional community relationships. Intentional community relationships are sexual or romantic relationships that are part of intentional communities, which are groups of individuals who choose to live together and share resources, values, and goals. Age gap relationships. Age gap relationships are sexual or romantic relationships between two individuals who are significantly different in age. Number 17. Interfaith relationships. Interfaith relationships are sexual or romantic relationships between individuals who identify with different religious or spiritual traditions. Number 18. Interracial relationships. Interracial relationships are sexual or romantic relationships between individuals who identify with different racial or ethnic backgrounds. Number 90. Unrequited love. Unrequited love is a type of romantic love that is not reciprocated by the object of one's affection. Number 20. Same-sex relationships. Same-sex relationships are sexual or romantic relationships between individuals who identify as the same gender or sex. Number 21. Opposite-sex relationships. Opposite-sex relationships are romantic relationships between individuals who identify as different genders, specifically between a man and a woman. Number 22. Companionship relationships. Companionship relationships are a type of relationship where two individuals form a close bond based on shared interests, values, and mutual support. Number 23. Fling short-term relationships. Fling or short-term relationships are also the sexual or romantic relationships that are brief in duration and often lack a long-term commitment. Number 24. Marriage of convenience. Marriage of convenience is a term used to describe a marriage or partnership entered into for practical or strategic reasons, rather than for emotional or romantic attraction. Number 25. Heterosexual relationship. Heterosexual relationships are sexual or romantic relationships between individuals of different genders, specifically between a man and a woman. Thanks for watching.